Hello everybody, my name is Reinout. I'm the product manager for the IDP app at Skyline, and in this video I want to show you how you can manage device configurations from the IDP app. To do that, you go to the configuration tab, and as you can see, you get a whole lot of information here about your different devices and their configuration state. So we see here the individual elements with the RCI type, also the status of their configuration when a last backup was taken, for example, and if it was successful or not. And it also indicates here when a change was last detected to this device's configuration. So now I'll give you a quick walkthrough on how we can build up all that information of our devices. As I've explained in other previous IDP videos, the CI type indicates to DataMiner how it should interact with that device. It contains a lot of information about how to do that, and one of the things it also contains is a script of how to take a configuration backup of that device. And I can trigger that from this menu. If I select one of my elements from here, I can start a backup. And you'll see once I start it that the progress is updated here, so a configuration backup has now started. Once it's finished, I can click here, show backups. And IDP will fetch now a list of all the configuration backup files that I have on that device and when they were created. If I take here now this last one, I can click show content, and it will now fetch then the content of that configuration file that I can see over here. You can also see that there's a column which says change detection, and this indicates basically for every configuration backup that we take if something has changed from the previous backup that we have or not. And it does that by every time we trigger a backup, we do basically a checksum comparison on that backup and the previous one that's available. And if there's a difference on that checksum, then we can indicate that there has been a change made to that device. For example, if I would now go to that device, and if I change something on an Ethernet port, for example, if I change the admin state of this port from up to down, and if I now trigger another backup to be taken from that same device, once it has finished as well, I can again go to show backups. And you'll see that a more recent one is now added in this list, and it says indeed something has changed with the previous configuration backup that we have available. And if I click that one now and click here compare, it will basically push that version of the configuration here to the left, and then I can take the previous one and push it to the right. And then here click compare. And it will now show me side by side those two configuration files and highlight even where there's a difference in that configuration. And it automatically collapses as well all the lines that are not relevant, where no change has been detected. That's something that I can change here by collapsing common lines, yes or no. So if you want to see the complete configuration file, you can also do that with this configuration check here. And if I wanted to see more details even about that change in that device, I could also go to my device itself and check the complete audit trail that we have here in the information events of that device. I can see exactly that indeed I have set that admin status of that interface to down at a certain time today. So I can get full visibility on what exactly changed when and even by who. But we can not only take configuration backups from a device, we can also push back a configuration file to one of our devices. If I go here to the update section, I get here that same list again of all my configuration backups for that particular device. And if I select now the previous one where all the ports were up, and then select that same device over here, and then push update, it will update that device again with that previous configuration file. and you'll see that the admin state is now changed to up again. So that's it. You can use this configuration interface of the IDP app to manage configurations from all your different CI types. You can take backups from them. You can view their contents. You can see if anything has changed from the previous configuration backup that you have available. And you can also push back again configuration backups that you have taken to other devices if you want to restore it to a certain previous state.